যোগা করে দেখা গেলে আপনাদের।
सूर्यसमप्रभा निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव शुभकार्येषु सर्वदा श्रीवक्रतुण्डमहाकाय कोटिसूर्यसमप्रभा निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव शुभकार्येषु सर्वदा श्रीवक्रतुण्डमहाकाय कोटिसूर्यसमप्रभा निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव शुभकार्येषु सर्वदा श्रीवक्रतुण्डमहाकाय कोटिसूर्यसमप्रभा निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव शुभकार्येषु सर्वदा। या शुभ्रवस्त्रामृता या वीणावरदण्डमण्डितकरा या श्वेतपद्मासना
सन्तु निरामया सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत्। शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः।
I will request the participants of the CRC Jadavpur to stand here and to receive our token of love from our organization Ritambhara Prajna. Please come. Please come for the mementos to our friends.
You have 2 new Facebook messages.
We will take just 5 minutes break to arrange the stage for the valedictory session. Please wait for a while, as some of the students are already left because they have to go for Vishwabharati and Midnapur. Despite that, those who are present here, please be seated. For 2 minutes, we will arrange all these things, and for the valedictory session, our respected Maharaj Swami Atmabodhanandaji, Professor Shobir Bose, and Shanmatrananda is already here, and with their kind with that they have arrived already half an hour or 1 hour, and we are late by 1 hour, but they have already we are late, but they have given their consent so that we can conclude our session. Note, particularly I will say to the students that look at her when she was sitting. She is also in a postural yoga. Always she is in a postural yoga. Only do not think of 45 minutes or 1 hour session. Throughout the session, throughout the day, she is smiling, she is doing her work, and she is her postures, her gestures, everything to look for. This is also the lesson to learn, not this 30 minutes, 45 minutes lesson. Whatever it may be. So we are now in the concluding part of our seminar, and I am requesting Swami Atmabodhanandaji, Secretary Ramakrishna Vedanta Math, to preside over this session. Maharaj, please.
General Secretary, please.
General Secretary Ramakrishna Vedanta Math to come to the dais. I am requesting Shanmatrananda. The introduction has already been made, and we have already acclimatized with her speeches in one session. I am requesting Shanmatrananda to come to the dais. Sir, please. I am requesting Professor Shobir Kumar Bose to come to the dais. Dr. Rajeswar Mukherjee, who is the brain behind all the seminars, and he is a mentor and advisor, guide, friends, everything. And I am requesting Dr. Rajeswar Mukherjee. He is just outside of this hall. He will come within 2 or 3 minutes. But due to late hours, we are starting our session. I will request the president of the valedictory session, Swami Atmabodhanandaji, to take discharges and to start the valedictory session.
Professor Sumit Basu will speak about this Raja Yoga. Already we are 1.5 hour late, so our lecture time will be short. 10 minutes, 10 minutes. Oh. Now Professor Sumit Bose will start it lecture.
As I announced, Dr. Rajeshwar Mukherjee is arrived to our stage.
To Swami Abhidanandaji Maharaj, the Apostle of Monism, and warm and respectful greetings to the assembly of dignitaries present here. Subject matter of my today's paper is Holistic Development of Human Nature. I repeat, holistic development of human nature. I will make it rather short. Introduction. Our life on this planet is not the result of an accidental event of nature, but it has a purpose. For fulfillment of that purpose, individual souls penetrate bodies, dwell in them, thus bringing into existence human nature. For harmonious and balanced, that is holistic, development of human nature aimed at the sublime ideal of Parajana Hitaya, Parajana Sukhaya, Vedanta is the ideal tool of mighty import. Vedanta, to be seriously considered both as religion and philosophy, is absolutely impersonal. It has no founder and is not built around any prophet. It is the summation of the spiritual laws that govern our souls. It is not confined to any particular treatise, but embraces the teachings of all spiritual giants, revealed to them through intense meditation and the divine play of their inner eyes. The ultimate conclusions of Vedanta are rational and argumentative. They are in absolute harmony with conclusions of modern science. The tool of Vedanta sharpens. Vedanta recognizes different tendencies of the human mind and sets forth different methods, proceeding along which people will attain God consciousness. Each method is under the broad concept of yoga. I will not dwell here on the various manifestations of yoga, but directly go to my subject matter. How does Vedanta build holistic outlook? We are aiming towards building holistic society. We are striving towards making holistic nature, to turn human nature from greedy and selfishness towards holistic aspirations. And now I dwell deep into the subject matter, the core rather, the Vedanta. How does Vedanta build our holistic outlook? Vedanta philosophy teaches the fundamental principles of the methods of spiritual sadhana. Vedanta proves that the soul is immortal. It does not die with the death of the gross material body. Vedanta further proves that the results of the works done by the souls are the cause of their reincarnations, and the sanskaras of the present works are embedded in the depth of the soul, remaining unmanifested. But they forget that truth for a delusion, that is Maya, and knowledge of the divine self removes that Maya. Vedanta is the single most important factor to establish holistic society in centuries yet to come. In centuries yet to come, in those narrow segments of society where Vedanta have penetrated, there have ceased religious quarrels, fighting, bigotry, and fanaticism. Peace and harmony have reigned there instead of discordance and disagreement. Religion of Vedanta is not separated from art, poetry, literature, music, sculpture, painting, architecture. That is all the different panoramic vistas of art. Vedanta tells emphatically that one can attain highest ideal through knowledge of all of them. God is described as the greatest artist, the greatest poet, and the greatest musician. God's poetry is manifest in the multi-splendid creation all around, and God's music is heard in the sublime tones of Samagiti. Religion of Vedanta also establishes spiritual democracy, to quote Swamiji Maharaj. Spiritual democracy in which the individual souls are their own masters. It destroys all tendencies of anarchism, nihilism, and fragmentation. The society based on Vedantic ideals is completely apart from selfishness or egocentric ideals. Instead of people here are ever ready to help others, expecting nothing in return. The spiritual democracy is much better in holistic and humanistic contents than the republic as enunciated by the great Greek philosopher Plato. Now I conclude, time is rather short. Human nature and nature of human society can be holistically attuned when mukti or moksha is achieved. The term mukti has a far-reaching connotation because it aims at emancipation from the bondage of selfishness and other imperfections of human nature. Virtue and ethical deeds help the soul by purifying the mind from all selfishness and remove the obstacles that obstruct the manifestations of the divine powers. Thus, by doing good works, we prepare the mental field and bring out those conditions under which alone the seed of the divine nature can attain full and perfect expression. When the mind becomes pure, it begins to discriminate the real from the unreal, the eternal from the non-eternals, the true life from the apparent life, and delusion from absolute reality. Only then human nature and the pervasive human society can be truly holistically attuned. We can then sing with mystic poet Shelley thus: I know that love makes all things equal. I have heard by mine own heart this joyous truth averred. Thank you all, sir.
Speech, Sanmatrananda.
सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ओम शांति शांति शांति। हरि ओम। Revered Maharaj, respected dignitaries, dear delegates and organizers, tyranny of time obstructs man's spontaneous expression, and every meeting ends in parting. 3 days long seminar cum workshop on Raja Yoga has become now an accomplished fact. As I was telling in the first session this morning, that a lot of pedantic scholarly discussions on Vedanta and Raja Yoga have been delivered by eminent speakers for last 3 days. This scholarship is important so far as we gather information what has to be practiced. Sri Ramakrishna used to compare the scriptural learning as something like a letter sent by some relative from a distant land, in which it has been written that as and when you go from Calcutta to your home, purchase a cloth and other necessary things. Once you have read the letter, the purpose of the letter is over. Now you have to go to the market, you have to purchase the necessary things, and you have to take a local train or an express train and you have to go back to your home. So when we learn from scriptures the information regarding God, regarding goal of life, regarding the path, after we have collected the information, our purpose is to practice them. Without practice, simply parroting the scriptural passages mean well nothing. Yatha kharashchandana bharavahi bharasya vetta natu chandanasya. Suppose an animal which is carrying a load of sandalwood, it is carrying the sandalwood, but it only knows its weight. It does not know its value. Mere scriptural knowledge, without any practice, without any realization, is something like that. And those scholars who are having a lot of pedantic knowledge, without even a little practice, is compared by Sri Ramakrishna with the vulture soaring high in the sky, but eyes set on the rotting corpse in the charnel ground. So now our task begins. The scholars, the men of wisdom, have given us a lot of information through 3 days of workshop and seminar. We have to see how much we can take from those ideas, at least a little of it, whether we can practice it in our life. We have seen that there are different systems of religion and philosophy which are interdependent. As I was discussing in the morning, that yama and niyama, asana, etc. So in that case, there comes pranayama, the controlling of the breath. But breathing has very little to do with pranayama. The very purpose of pranayama is the control of vital energy that functions behind our body and mind. And you know that this pranayama is of 3 types: Puraka, Kumbhaka and Rechaka. It is not possible in a seminar to describe pranayama and its threefold functions. It requires a special atmosphere where a teacher can impart the knowledge of pranayama to the students. But what I want to emphasize here, that as you go to read Buddhism, particularly Theravada Buddhism, you will find that similar such practices are present in their scripture too. There is a famous sutta which is called Satipatthana Sutta. It is one of the important practices of the Buddhists, the Hinajani Buddhists. It is the mindfulness on breathing. It is believed that through this very technique, Buddha attained Nirvana. So you can very well see that the technique of pranayama has influenced the practices of the Theravada Buddhists, and largely on the Mahajanis too. Now after that pranayama comes pratyahara, where a man is supposed to withdraw his mind from the pull of external world That is called pratyahara. And Swami Vivekananda suggests the practice in this case is to allow the mind to wander about and stand as a witness and watch what mind is functioning. How the different ripples of thoughts, different modifications of mind, the waves in the mind lake are rising, playing a little, and then disappearing. Observe it without getting entangled with the thoughts, without getting identified with the mind. The practice of witnesshood in this state brings the mind into calmness, and that is called pratyahara. When we have withdrawn our mind, we require to focus it on certain object. This focusing on certain object is called dharana. I have seen, and many of the practitioners have reported, that if you focus your mind upon any object, in fact, Patanjali is not specific about the object, on any object you can focus. But if you can focus, if the object is not that very alluring, if it is not that very interesting, then your mind will not stay for a long time upon that object. Therefore, that object must be an object of love. It must be beautiful, and strictly speaking, it must be suggested or advised by your spiritual teacher. Here is an important point. Generally, today's people are not believers of Guru Vada. They believe that even a pickpocket, even a thief has to learn the act of stealing from a teacher. But in spiritual life, there is no requirement of any spiritual teacher. Such a funny idea people carry, such an impractical idea. Therefore, spiritual life is essentially dependent upon Guru. And Guru suggests disciple with a set of instructions how to focus one's mind, and how to focus one's mind upon his chosen deity so that the mind becomes calm. Several such examples of concentrating mind have been given by Swami Vivekananda in his Raja Yoga. He has clearly mentioned there, as you go to Raja Yoga, complete works of Swami Vivekananda volume 1, there you will find a lecture, Raja Yoga in brief. You will get at least 2 meditations how to concentrate your mind on different chakras. I should not mention it here. The point is, more we learn, more we are enlightened, more our horizon is widened, and a time comes when we feel an inherent urge from our mind to follow the footsteps of the Great One. As it has been pointed out in the Mahabharata, that Dharma in the form of Bhakti asked Yudhishthira, Kap Pantha, what is the path? The answer to this, Yudhishthira said, Shastra Bibhinna, Srutayor Bibhinna, Nasti Muneryasya Mata Pramanam, Dharmasya Tattvam, Nihitam Guhaya, Mahajanujena Gatasya Pantha. Shastra Bibhinna, scriptures speak in various ways. Srutayor Bibhinna, even the Upanishads speak variously. Nasti Muneryasya Mata Pramanam, there is not a single saint whose idea can be accepted as an evidence. Here, this Muni means only thinker, not a wise man. Nasti Muneryasya Mata Pramanam, Dharmasya Tattvam Nihitam Guhayam. The great wisdom of Dharma is hidden in a secluded spot, in a cave. It is hidden in a cave. Dharmasya Tattvam Nihitam Guhayam. Then what is the path? Mahajanujena Gatasya Pantha. The great ones, the path through which the great ones go, following their footsteps, only create the path for the next generation. I hope we will be able to be much benefited by these attempts of seminar cum workshop for 3 days, by the great endeavor of the organizers. They have relentlessly worked for it. They have struggled hard, and on behalf of everyone and also on my own behalf, I extend my gratefulness and thanks to their hard toil and struggle to accomplish this great mission. Thank you very much. Have a very good evening and a very bright life ahead.
So, I request the president of this valedictory session, Shami Atmapathanandaji, to speak for the seminar, for the subject, and his blessings for the seminar and his blessings to the organization.
ॐ वाङ्मे मनसि प्रतिष्ठिता मनमे वाचि प्रतिष्ठितम् आविरभिरमयेदिमानिस्तः श्रुतं मे मा प्रहसीनेन अहोरात्रं संदधामि ऋतं वदिष्यामि सत्यं वदिष्यामि तन्नामयवतु तद्वक्तरम् अवतु अवतु मम् अवतु वक्तरम् अवतु वक्तरम् ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः हरि ओम् तत्सत्. Today we are reached in the valedictory session, the conclude session. Already we are having 3 days international seminar on Raj Yoga for human excellence. It's a great opportunity to attend this program. Not only that, it is already we heard some lectures, some demonstrations, some yogasana, pranayam and musical. All are related to yoga. Yoga, here is, we are only related to Raj Yoga. So, Raj Yoga is a very important thing to every human life. The word yoga in a Sanskrit word literally means to unify, to bridge a gap for self-realization, merger of individual self and the absolute God consciousness and fullest expression of spiritual completeness for the all purpose. Yoga prepares human mind. In India, every chapter of the celestial songs, that is Srimad Bhagavad Gita, enunciation different branches of yoga as the ideal means to realize ultimate truth underlying creation. Different ways of attaining God consciousness are signified by different systems of yoga, the foremost among the Raj Yoga. Raj Yoga, the domain of this yoga is the psychic power and its interrelation with other human emotions. So it is often referred to as applied psychology. Raj Yoga aims at making human mind transparently come and to remove all obstacles and eradicate tribulation anxiety of mind. It also aims to achieve that ideal the mental state where God seekers can reach to ultimate truth and explore the nature of absolute by the path of concentration and meditation. Pythagoras, Plato, Plotinus, all the stalwarts of the Neoplatonians are familiar with same aspects of Raja Yoga. The American philosopher Ralph Emerson knew about this yoga. The practice of Raja Yoga is based on 8 steps such as Yam, Niyam, Asana, Pranayam, Pratyahara, Dharana, Dhyan or Samadhi. The 2 steps, Yam and Niyam, contains the essence of all sermons of the Lord Buddha and Jesus Christ. In the first step, we require non-violence, truthfulness, and complete control over sense. The 5th step, Pratyahara, when mastered properly, takes away our mind from external world and opens our inner eyes so that we can control deviations of our mind. In this step, human minds gets rid to all disruptive thoughts. The 7th step, that is Dhyan, helps the spiritual devotee to attain the high state to Samadhi. This is the most ideal state where the devotee is or sadhaka is. Individual soul man merges with the all perceived, omniscient, omnipresent, omnipotent, absolute, whom we reverently pronounce Brahman. The opens in the stage, but it is too difficult to achieve. Already we are knowing that among the disciples of Sri Ramakrishna, the Swami Abhedananda was called as Yogi. He is more than 25 years spent in West, but he is this yoga to learn his Guru Sri Ramakrishna. That is another chapter. But Abhedanandaji always is not only yoga. His previous life also he was yoga. Sri Ramakrishna is to say this word. Here Abhedanandaji puts it lucidly from this yoga. The yoga psychology teaches us that when man recognizes the limits divine consciousness, man is raised above the level of nations and enjoys everlasting bliss and freedom. Swami Abhedananda, it is his idea, and not only that, he wrote 4 books. One, the practice of how to practice, how to be a yogi. Yoga, its theory and practice. Another, true psychology, and yoga, its theory and practice, yoga psychology, and how to be a yogi. In 4 books, he write these books. And this Raja Yoga gives the devotee 2 important power. Already we are hearing so many lectures, but from this lecture or from this practice, we can gain power. So here is already writings. Raja Yoga gives the 2 important powers. One, it is to see small and big events at a distance place. You stay at America and you can even happening at Calcutta. This is known as clairaudience, Duradarshan, that is called possible through yoga. By this power, you can listen to divine and celestial songs coming from infinite space, as Jesus Christ did. The devotee, when successful at Raja Yoga, can cure sickness and disease from poor and affected people. This is called divine healing power. This power also, Jesus Christ, we also, through a source, Jesus Christ already practiced yoga in India. That is another chapter. Impact of human nervous system. Raj Yoga has the great impact of human nervous systems, both centripetal and centrifugal. One series of impulses bring the thoughts towards the brain. Another series transmits outward, managed from the brain. Breathing exercise, that is called pranayam. Already we are seeing this program. As propagated is Raj Yoga, control the vibrations of body molecules. And if we able to bring rhythm in our breathing system, the body molecules will vibrate in consonance with the rhythm. And then in the nervous system, a flow-like flow of electricity will be created, and this flow creates magnetic field around it. Then human body becomes a giant storehouse of immense energy and then becomes very powerful. Yogi will be powerful mentally and spiritually also. Another important aim of pranayama is to uncoil the coiled energy inside the kundalini. This kundalini lies at the bottom of the spinal cord, and all spiritual and ethical energy are sleeping inside this coil. By controlled breathing exercise, the coiled energy is uncoiled. There is another incident when Swami Abhedananda, the trust of Sri Ramakrishna, he first met to Sri Ramakrishna for initiation. Then Sri Ramakrishna touched his breast from down to up and around his uncoiled energy. After some time, he again went to sleep and uncoiled energy. It must be attained that the Kundalini can also be aroused by Bhakti Yoga, but Raja Yoga is scientific, and for the perfect control over pranayam is essential. This science can explain all the spiritual activities of giants and avatar Purus, that is called God incarnations. The devotee practicing Raja Yoga must have 2 points. One, unselfishness and simplicity like child. Only then he should follow the pranayam and be a perfectionist in this science. Then by concentration he can possess immense spiritual energy and this kundalini can be aroused. This is the most brilliant concept of Raja Yoga, that is spiritual sadhana. Every sadhak, every practitioners must be spiritualists. This is the most brilliant. First propounded by Swami Vivekananda, who took help of the Vedic slokas given by ancient Indian sages. The Bible says, "In the beginning was the Word was the God, with the God, and the Word was God." The eternal Word is described in the Vedas Om, A-U-M. Swamiji explained in Raja Yoga the wonderful meaning of this sacred word. Here is this Om. Swami Abhedananda makes an elaborate discussion in the following ways. You may seek for satisfaction your desire by pursuit of the object of sense pleasure, but the satisfaction that you would derive would be very transient and fleeting. The craving for the flesh will rise again and again, and they will bind your soul, make you unhappy. On the contrary, if you have that knowledge of the eternal truth, which is the highest ideal of life, your desire will be satisfied on one after another, and nothing will remain unfulfilled. The really behind of the object, world is eternal, untouchable, unchangeable. The ego of the individual self manifests through phenomenal existence. The three conditions of the types of existence are: 1. Time, space, causation. These three conditions are combined and called in Sanskrit Maya. But the constant entity is called in Sanskrit Atman. Vedanta used this word Atman, which means unchangeable something within us. The Atman or soul is birthless and deathless. Raj Yoga suggests the following guidelines. First of all, we must know our own self, that is, our own personality and everything connected with our bodies. Then we know the nature of the external world. Then we go beyond the external world and beyond sense perceptions. The range of our knowledge becomes larger and larger until it covers the whole universe. Then we become part of the all-knowing being. Omniscience of our birthright, but we cannot expect that an account of different limitations. So Swami Abhedananda declared that Atman is all intelligence and all knowledge. The Atmos, the atoms and molecules, can never produce any intelligence, but they rather draw their existence from the divine intelligence. Tasya bhasha sarvamidam vibhati in Sanskrit. Raja Yoga tried to awaken that Sushumna and enter into the very path. They draw the breath here, Agga Chakra, between eyebrows. At the time, they withdraw the whole mind from lower part of the body, and ultimately they pan out through Susumna. In the Raja Yoga, Patanjali Darshan, all these details are explained. They attain minor powers like clairvoyance and clairaudience, but they have attained greater powers like they when how to die. The details should be learned from the master who has attained divine illumination. We should know that both Swamiji and Abhedanandaji learnt all the details, including around of Kundalini from Sri Ramakrishna. We should know all facts about Nachiketa in Upanishad, who raised in immortal self and gained full God consciousness by calming the realm of death. He made it possible through intense practice of Raja Yoga. There lies in greatness of Raja Yoga. So, 3 days our workshop on Raja Yoga for human excellence. I think it is help us to practitioners also, not only who are attend this program, they also be enriched to this program. Jai to Ramakrishna.
It is a tough time for me because so many days our team was toiling hard. We were thinking and was the first day that I told that in every day we realize that we are blessed by our gurus, the truth seekers. They simply taken us as the instrument to act like this. And he himself made this program. We are just the instrument. And at this last moment, as formality, I have to utter some words with the heavy minds that our team members and the students and the universities, our advisors, every time extended their heartfelt greetings, blessings. So these 3 days came into existence. Formally, I have to say that these 3 days came into the light in the name of Ritambhara Prajna, under the blessings of Sri Ramakrishna Vedanta Math, Kolkata, Jadavpur University Department of Sanskrit, the knowledge partner, none other than the best and renowned Yoga Institute, Lonavala Kaivalya Pune, and under the auspice of Maulana Abul Kalam Azad Institute of Asian Studies, that helps us to turn the conference, the seminar, into an international conference, seminar, come workshop. The faculties, the students from Myanmar, Vietnam, Japan, their support. Shanmatananda ji, Atmabodhananda ji, Professor Shamil Kumar Bosch, those who were present here, I felt my heartfelt gratitude, pranama to them. Students from different parts of this Calcutta, different parts of the universities like Mukher University, Midnapur University, Bardhaman University, Shantiniketan University have extended their support. The students, I extend my heartfelt support, gratitude and joy, and they are our friends, our support, because without the support of the students, no seminar, no project, nothing can be achieved. I am the student, the Ritambhara Prajna is a student. Ritambhara Prajna main idea is a platform of knowledge. They are the humble student to the knowledge, to the truth seeker. So after these sessions, if there is any fault, I suppose there is a 99% faults. The faults goes to our birds, and the 1% the achievement goes to the advisor, supporters, dignitaries, faculties. So another personality still present here, Dr. Ranjana Sinha. So much exponency, so much uh, activity, and half an hour earlier I also mentioned that yoga is a lifetime achievement. Yoga is a lifetime thing. It is not a part of 30 minutes, 45 minutes. It's a lifetime procedures. And this procedures has been manifested in her. Since morning, she is smiling. Any problem? Yes, I am here. When she is sitting there, she is in a posture, in a meditative postures, but she is always alert and extending his heartfelt support to us. And we also convert, we also keep our uh, heartfelt love to him. And I think that she will be in support with us in Ritambhara Prajna, if his time permits. Last of all, with thanks to the dignitaries, to the students and all, above all of us should pray to the great seekers of the truth, the Brahman, that give us the peace, give us the peace, give us the peace. We will complete our session with a chanting of, again with a request to Madam Sharma, Nandina Sharma, to conclude. Thank you everybody. Thanks again. Hope we will meet again.
Thank you very much. I'd like to thank Ritambhara Prajna, and my special thanks to the respected Sir Dr. Asim Kumar Ghosh. From the beginning day till now, I'm seeing all their activities, and they are the real yogi. And the matrix, whatever activities he was doing, actually a real yogi can do everything. Flowers, doing all the activities, doing by all. And sir is from the beginning till now. I was telling my friend, he is the real yogi I observed during the program. And Ranjan Kumar sir, thank you very much for assisting. He was trying to make us comfort from the beginning till now. And I would like to thank Sopan sir for assisting me from Tripura till now. And I special thanks goes to Dr. Rajeshwar sir. He is my direct guru, and he referred to come here. And thank you so much to everyone. And we are going to end the session with chanting. Please keep your spine straight and relax. Facial muscles relax, neck, shoulders, hands relax. Hold the body relax. Om Deyasya Savitra Mandal Madhyavarti Narayana Sarasijasana Sannivishtaha Keyorvan Makar Kundalvan Kiriti Hari Hiranyamaya Bhapurdrita Shankha Chakraha Om Bhur Bhuvaswaha Om Tatsa Vitur Varenyam भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात् ॐ आपो ज्योतिरसोमृतं ब्रह्म भूर्भुवस्वरोम असावादित्यो ब्रह्मः तत्संयोरावृणीमहे गातुं यज्ञाय गातुं यज्ञपतये दैवी स्वस्तिरस्तु नः स्वस्तिर्मानुषेभ्यः ऊर्ध्वं जिगातु भेषजं सन्नो अस्तु पदे सञ्चतुष्पदे ॐ नमो ब्रह्मणे नमो अस्तग्नये नमः पृथिव्यये नमो सधिभ्यः नमो वाचे नमो वाचस्पतये नमो विष्णवे महुते करोमि भद्रं नो अपि वातये मनः ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः ॐ सर्वेषां स्वस्तिर्भवतु सर्वेषां शान्तिर्भवतु सर्वेषां पूर्णं भवतु सर्वेषां मङ्गलं भवतु ॐ सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः सर्वे सन्तु निरामया सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत् ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः ॐ असतो मा सद्गमय तमसो मा ज्योतिर्गमय मृत्युन्मयमृतं गमय ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः
Thank you once again. One of our advisor and teacher, once when we were faltering in different direction, gave us the support. The tip, there is the win, win for you. If there is a defeat, defeat for me. I bow my head to his foot. Thank you once again, everybody. Hope we will meet again very soon. Thank you. Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om Shanti.